it's been a little while since I did some streaming, and we're back here. And yeah, I got some stuff here. We're gonna talk about tonight. I got some comics we're gonna do some reviewing on, and a banger title called Dead at 17. We're gonna talk about
Mind you,
Justice.
it's a longtime friend of our both of our channels, Josh Howard.
Yep. And Josh is a pretty cool dude. Um, and we're actually going to. I was thinking about possibly if you guys were interested. I was thinking about doing the original series, reading it, and we do that. We basically would read it uh, on the stream, and then that way, as the way we can do stuff, and you can see,
That's why I was having we had so many issues. Oh crap!
what.
Sorry, switch weapon.
Okay. Hey, by the way, can you check your audio? Just check the audio on the other side. I just want to make sure it's working there with both.
Give me a second. Bluetooth. Is it my Bluetooth on? No, it is not.
I'm trying to make sure that the
No,
everything
you're fine.
everything's running okay. Because last time we were doing this, I kind of foobarred it.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, I got to turn the audio up.
So
Sounds like
far it seems to be good. It's like
a little low.
yes, but that's fine. Beyond that, it's fine. We are both coming through. We're both able to be heard. We're both heard clearly.
Okay. So what we're gonna do
That's
here is, yeah. So I want to, give a shout out, for who I am. For those who haven't, don't know who I am. My name is, my streamer name is Volt Chaos. Formerly also known as Spork or AKA Chuck. I am a
he's a former recovered comicaholic.
comicaholic. Oh, I'm still a comicaholic, like crazy, man. So,
We're trying not to make ourselves look bad.
I've actually been primarily on YouTube. Bob and I, we are both primarily on YouTube. We've been doing this 2017. I started, and then
2018 for me.
yeah, Bob came in 2018. But I primarily started. I wasn't really doing live streams. I was doing mostly, just straight comic reviews and stuff like that. Just a little backstory about my character. My character is a angel human hybrid. He's not a Nephilim. He was created by Yahweh. That's the backstory for Volt, and was he's sent to hunt down the myth gods of antiquity. So
he was sent to unite them all under one ring.
well, not under one ring, but under under the under the belief of Yahweh. So but taking down, the myth gods, from all different cultures. I actually am in the middle of writing a first issue for Hit Volt. Um, but life kind of threw some stuff in my way, doing some moving and stuff like that. That's kind of why the streams haven't been going. Um, now that I'm all settled in here, I'm hoping to kick it back off.
Oh man.
And hoping to do some more streams. I do want to do some gaming. I am a huge gamer. Currently in the middle of playing several different games.
I know how that goes.
Yeah, I can't just do one. I've never been the type to do one game and just stick with that one game because my ADHD is like all over the place. So like I'll play one game for a little while, and then I'll be like, and then I'll jump on and do another game, and which is why.
No, I get that.
What's that?
That's a no. I get that. Like, well, do you think right now I'm playing freaking? Uh, ooh, ha, bitch. Elden Ring. While at the same time been playing a lot of like I should be on Arc right now. because like I've got the server currently on that, and so I should be working on the where my friends wanted the new base. Basically, wanted me to set up a base so they could set up water creatures and everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I logged in last night. I started Once Human, and right away, one of my biggest complaints about doing Once Human was the fact that there was no controller settings. You had to use WASD, and yeah, my skills on the WASD is I suck. I suck on mouse.
Where you
I,
got me?
I I suck on mouse and keyboard. I am a controller guy, so
Hey, it's one of those. Get some practice and get good scrub. That's
yeah.
what I did.
Yeah, I got gets good. So, anyhow, Bob, what are so let's talk about right now, like, so the games I'm playing are Shin Megami Tensei 5. I am doing the new expansion, Mission Vengeance through Vengeance. I'm doing the added thing because I actually on my Switch I beat the original game, so now I'm going through. I've been playing on my Steam Deck. I've been playing Vengeance on
What?
there with the new route. Uh, also logged in last night. I started started Once Human. I started also on the first planet in No Man's Sky. Um, I still have to play. I still have a bunch of games I got to play. I still have Stellar Blade I got to play. Helldivers. The thing is, with Helldivers, right now, I'm kind of still a little light of myth that Sony still has the lock and stuff like that. So I'm kind of not really supporting any Sony games right now currently.
No, no, I get that. I get that, dude. I've even been playing Helldivers because of it. Like it's like I started to play it again afterwards, and I'm like, you know what? They still yet to release those countries. Like people paid for those games, man. Let's nope. Sorry.
Yep.
And it's not even I think the company's name's Arrowhead. It's not even their fault. It's straight
It,
Sony's fault.
yeah, 100%. I'm very upset with like as a gamer, like I understand why. As a guy who actually has a business of my own, I understand why Sony did it. Okay, but at the same time, I don't agree with what they did because they knew, um, they knew that they were going to require the PSN requirement and stuff like that. They should have never allowed Steam to sell it to non non PSN countries.
Yeah, no, I don't saying, dude, I agree. It's one of those like you look at them, you're just kind of like you basically said take the money first and we'll worry about the rest later. But the
Yep.
problem is when you do that, you put yourself in a situation where now, like I hate to say it, we don't live in the time day and age of 10 years ago where these gaming companies could pull some janky ish and like you remember prime example Battlefront 2. All
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
these companies can't do that because take for instance what happened with Microsoft and the Game Pass price hike. That might not happen now because the FTC already filed with like a motion with the judge saying this is what we said they would do. They're already trying to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing that's so frustrating because these companies, and one of the frustrating things that I have on like having like because I have my PSN membership and I've had it for pretty much since it came out. I've had PSN, and so they give you all the. I'm paying $20 a month for. I've been paying $20 a month probably. Well, when it was 17.99, but then but so I was paying the highest. I've always had the highest tier of PSN. Okay, and
Yeah,
So because I like Sony, I've always been a huge fan of the PlayStation. Don't get me wrong, I like the Xbox. I think the Xbox has a lot of positives and stuff like that too.
Oh, dude.
I'm not a hold on, let me finish. I'm not a Sony fanboy. I think the Xbox has some great games and but the thing is I don't like how greedy Microsoft has become.
Oh, for real.
I think this is just me. I firmly believe the FTC needs to come in and break and make Xbox split off from Microsoft.
Something like they've put gamers in a situation. Dang it, I did it again. They put gamers in a situation where the best way I can describe it, gamers have pretty much been being told either to keep it kind of family friendly, while at the same time getting across my point. Who cares? Suck the phallus object customer.
Yeah, well, so the both company and I would even lump Nintendo in this, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack back, but none of the three companies are consumer friendly at all.
When was the last time you really like? Prime example. I can't believe I did that. But anyway, prime example. How many times have you heard Nintendo come down on a fan project where all they were doing was taking like an old game that long since been out of being sold, and then basically all they're doing is just making a modern remaster. They're not doing anything else. They're just trying to make that game but prettier, right?
Right.
How many times have you seen them freaking send out a cease and desist?
Well, it's not just them. Capcom did it with Resident Evil. So, um, we have this. I know we just we see it with Nintendo right now currently with them banning all the going after, of course, Yuzu and stuff like that. Now, the thing is, with Yuzu, unfortunately, they were dumb and they actually used Nintendo code. So, that definitely was a big no-no. So, I kind of see that good. But, Ryujinx is still alive and stuff like that because it doesn't use Nintendo code to
Well,
emulate.
no. Let's just cut straight to the quick. Freaking, I think it was ROM Paradise. How they sued the folks that ran that site, the couple, for like $11 million. Like, literally, the couple's not allowed to own any Nintendo product for the rest of their lives. Things like that. Like, bullshit. Like, I'm sorry. But first off, that should have been pushed to the Supreme Court. All right. They weren't making a profit off of it. They were just literally putting it out there for, like, the ROMs out there for people to play. They weren't charging anything. Most they were doing was, getting ads to be able to actually keep the site going. And they were pretty much thrown to the wolves because, Nintendo, like, every time I remember that, it makes me furious with Nintendo. It's part of the reason why I refuse to buy a new, Switch. I will only buy a used one because I don't want Nintendo getting my money.
Well, as some people will say, it's morally lawful to pirate Nintendo games. Although I don't agree with it, I think people should still buy. You should still buy the stuff by secondhand. Don't buy. Buy.
Okay, I would agree with you if these were like brand new, like just been made games all the time.
No,
okay, yeah.
No, I am talking about Switch games. I'm not talking about the old retro games. Like
Like but that's what I'm talking about. Emu Planet was just doing the old games. They were not doing any of the new ones. All right, and at the same, like maybe they no, because they didn't have emulators for the Wii U. Like yet, and that's when they got sued. Was during the Wii U going into the Switch days, or that when it ended.
Right.
And it's like,
I mean,
they always had the previous generations, not the current.
I think part of the problem is what we've seen, and this is where law is kind of outdated. The law does not keep up with changes too much. This should have been an issue addressed back when emulators first came out. When they jumped systems, there should have been legal suits to these companies, to Nintendo, Sony, and say like that. Okay, if you're not going to support the game going forward, when they were talking about abandoning games and stuff like that, if you're not going to support the game going forward, it's abandonware. At that point, you no longer have legal rights to those games anymore, unless you renew the license. You know what I mean? This is just my opinion.
And it would require them to continue putting out games on those consoles.
No, not if you. No. You could forward it. If you're gonna say.
That's how I'd have it. The law written. As long as you're making games for, say, the GameCube, all right, you can say what can be done with games that were made on the GameCube. But the minute you stop making games for the GameCube, and you're, say, 3-4 generations down the road, you can't be mad at somebody who's taking a game that came out on the GameCube and go, we're gonna completely remaster this game and release it for free, because it's not like you're still making games for the GameCube.
No.
It's not like you're still remaking. Now, you could say, well, we're about to remake this game and whatnot. Then, instead of having to go through all the trouble of remaking it, go to them saying cease and desist, let these guys do their thing, let them cook, and then come to them, hey, you know that remaster you just made? We want to release it to the public for a fee, and we want you guys to get paid for your hard work. And this gives Nintendo two things. One, the ability to say that they are not constantly just destroying fan-made games that could end up being huge hits that they could add to their belt later on, so they're not kicking themselves, they're not swiping their own legs out from under them. And two, it makes people go, hey, if I build this mod, this remaster, so on and so forth, and it meets up to Nintendo quality, Nintendo will say, instead of releasing it for free, we want you to release this game on not just modern the modern Switch or whatever, but PC for a fee, and this gives them the ability to find talent, which is what the thing that they'll need the most, and it's finding talent by letting people just do what they were going to do.
Yeah, I mean, I could see the the positive and negatives on that. I think what they should do is they should have the ability to say, all right, give me a second here. I want to.
Oh, you're fine. I'm getting me some coffee real quick.
Okay. I think what Nintendo should do is like if they have the right, if they don't bring it forward to their system, say like NSO, okay, like the way I see it is to me, give me a second here because I plugged in my thing and wants to switch, don't switch, okay. So in my opinion, what happens is that Nintendo, if they don't actually like forward their they don't bring let's say okay, so let's use Luigi's Mansion HD for an example. Okay. Be it either on the 3DS or whatever, that game was originally released, okay? if they don't port those games within a certain amount of time to their systems, uh, let's say 5 years, okay, they cannot go after it, because at that point, to me, the way I see it is it's abandonware. They no longer have the ability to say, okay, well, we technically, yes, we do own the licensing rights, but we don't own the distribution rights anymore, because you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's a title that would. We got to start thinking about copyright law in the age of sequels, and like especially when it comes to software and generational consoles.
Hmm.
Because let's be honest, when you have, say, I'm going to take, for instance, the fact that I've been playing Master Chief Collection on the Xbox One, right?
Okay.
Now, because Microsoft constantly is remastering those games and trying to fit the new way of new stuff into the old games and so on and so forth, all right, they're constantly keeping it fresh and they're constantly doing that already. But remember, when before the Master Chief Collection was announced, though, for PC, people were playing a player, basically a fan mod that went and put. Ooh, I just got speared, literally. But that put Halo 3's multiplayer on PC. Because remember, the last Halo to get a PC release prior to that was Halo 2.
Yeah. All right. I gotta
And
give me a second here. I gotta kind of figure out.
you're fine. I got. Oh, come on. No, you don't. I am not.
Okay. No controller settings. Oh no! Did my Steam? Did my Steam enable Steam?
Yeah, dick. That's why I don't like. I don't see why you don't like the Souls games, man. They're hard, but you
Yeah.
be smart and you like be calculating and not just try to rush in. You'll be all right.
All right. Come on now. Why are you not home? Why are you not? Okay. Unknown. This is
Oh, there he is.
unknown controller support. Okay. So are you saying that I need to?
What are you about to play?
I am playing Deedlit in Wonderland.
Uh,
Gamepad.
I see you, big girl. Yes, yes, yes. I see you, big. Yes, I know. You're like human love on the kitty.
So,
I'm not even playing. She literally walked over here like rubbing my leg back and forth. She's like, love the kitty.
so we're using.
I
Okay.
see you, big girl. I know. I know. Oh. All right. Yeah.
Do I gotta? I guess I gotta jump over to my. Let me bring up over my. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to see if my Nintendo controller works, because I can't get my PlayStation controller to work.
Right. I'm so glad I have a freaking Bluetooth uh thumb piece or USB piece specifically because of I can use my PS4 controller when I don't feel like fighting with cords. Oh, all right.
doesn't work even on my. Well, looks like I am not playing Deedlit in Wonderland.
Ooh.
Well, that sucks. Okay.
Right. I want to try it.
So Deedlit in Wonderland is it's a Metroidvania.
Oh, nice. So it basically would be more up my alley if I actually checked it out.
Yeah, it's if you've never played if you don't know so Deedlit in Wonderland is based on the Record of Lodoss War. So Record of Lodoss War was a anime.
Yep, anime, and it got a Dreamcast game too, if I remember right.
Yes, correct. So I'm a huge fan of Record of Lodoss War, and Deedlit's actually one of my early waifus because Deedlit is such a great character. You know, and but yeah, it's a Metroidvania. Same in the same vein as I'm just trying to think here. Bloodstained.
Okay.
If you know Bloodstained.
I'm not even saying it isn't. Bloodstained is definitely good.
So, all right, yeah, Bloodstained Ritual of Night. So we are going to do an install of that. So we can fire that up. I'm just trying to do very light, gaming. So anyhow, while I'm waiting for that to thing in, so let's talk about. I know you didn't watch it yet, but I want to talk about the 3-part Infinite Crisis series recently done by the DCAU. So one of the great things that I really enjoyed about the all 3 movies was the fact that they took some of the frame elements, of Infinite Crisis and Final Crisis, and they kept some of the things like like the monitor, the anti-monitor, of course, Wonder Woman or Supergirl being the harbinger, and a few other things, but they kind of took it and they kind of made it their own story. Batman.
Well, to be fair, all right, adaptations are. I don't want to phrase this right. There's nothing wrong with doing adaptations, but when you try to do shot for shot, very few people can pull that off. Like, why did Sin City the first one work, especially the full 3.5, 4 hour one?
Mm-hmm.
It's because it was meant to be a shot for shot remake of Sin City. But that's one of those you gotta either do it. It's something you can't partially do. You gotta either do your own thing or go full out shot for shot.
Yeah, so one of the things that I think now there was some things I particularly didn't care about, but I did like that they definitely had Psycho Pirate into it, which was really good because I like that they kept that. But there was still a lot of stuff they didn't have in it. Where Hal Jordan was Parallax, of course they didn't have that at all. Because they had to cross the different because he was part in the beginning he was part of the antagonist, and that's where he kind of thing. Now Constantine, they actually had where Constantine was he set the whole thing in motion, and
by literally telling Flash at the end of Dark Apocalypse to go back and cause another flashpoint.
Yeah. So, but they reveal that in the third one, what he actually did. What he did. I don't want to give it because I don't want to give spoilers away and stuff like that. But they linked the whole thing to the end of that movie, and they showed what Barry Allen actually did.
That's gonna be good. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Let's just say I already was picking up what they were putting down because even though I've yet to find what I think it's I don't know what movie that is, where the bridge movie between Dark Apocalypse or Apocalypse War, sorry, and
War World is the next one after that one.
Like, all I know is there's one in between that chronicles what happens to John Constantine.
No, they don't tell you. It's actually revealed in the third one what happened to Constantine. Like, there's no movie. It literally goes Apocalypse War, War World, where they start to
clips of John Constantine being sent to hell to be punished for what he did.
They revealed that in all three. They kind of revealed that in all three movies. That was in that was actually partly in the first one, like where he was ending up in the first volume. So yeah, War World was the Superman from the Wonder Woman from the Wonder Woman, when they did the Wonder Woman movie with the Justice League and she was fighting in World War II. So they did that one, like, so that version of Wonder Woman. It was a different version of Batman where he never met any of the Batman they used was the guy that did not meet any dick or anything like that, like any of the side people. And the Superman they used
he met Dick Grayson, but he sent him immediately off to boarding school.
Well, no, in this one he met Dick Grayson, but he did not. He actually did not adopt him. Like, he didn't have anything to do with them. They sent him off to.
That's what I'm saying. In the first one, they touch on that, and he was like, child sidekick seems incredibly irresponsible.
Which we know it's kind of funny because of the way he is,
Like all the jokes that we make or that fans make about him treating disasters like Robin factories.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, give me a second here.
I still say I've watched the whole thing about the Batman Who Laughs. And can I say that character, I was already kind of meh on the character just because he struck me as kind of a meh character.
Which one?
The Batman Who Laughs.
Okay.
Oh, I watched a thing all about him. And let's just say, yeah. Bro, Batman Who Laughs was a meh character that could have been awesome if they didn't continuously just make meh decisions with him.
All right, give me 1 second here. I gotta. All right, I gotta mute. I got to mute.
Come on.
All right, I got to mute the volume mixer.
You're fine. I'm farming big guys.
Okay. Now.
Because I need another. Let's see. 3,300 XP.
All right. So I need to Okay. Give me a second here. Steam. Capture a full screen application. Any window. And why am I not seeing Bloodstained on here? Oh, there we go. Bloodstained. Okay. All right. Let's bring, and I want to bring video
Yeah. Ooh, nice hammer work. I'll give you that. Not that it did you any good.
Alright. Okay. Man, why isn't I want to put my, missing here? Hold on, I forgot. I gotta turn this into transparent. I gotta put it is transparent.
Well, while you're doing that, so I started a new diet.
Okay.
I've been doing the carnivore diet.
And how's that working for you?
Oh, bro. Everyone at work has said just me doing it like 2 weeks, right? They've already seen like, all right, I'm not really a big guy in the, like I said, the realm of fat, all right, but
Yeah.
I have a little bit of a pouch.
Right.
They saw the pouch get smaller in 2 weeks. My face looked.
Are you drinking a lot of water?
Water and coffee is all you're allowed on the carnivore diet.
Okay.
Black coffee. Like you could have some heavy whipping cream, but I reserve that for mainly like if I get a cappuccino or something. Like, but yeah, dude, I pretty much get a big chunk of some meat, right? Well, like, all right, so I've been mainly doing beef. Now you can do things like lunch meats and whatnot, as long as it's like actual like turkey or actual like chicken. I try to avoid ham just because it's ham is saltier.
Right.
So I just figured that's best way to do that. And then from there, like, I just since I'm like, mind you, you could do this because especially will probably help because with the Beatus, if I remember right.
I'm already, dude. I'm down to 235.
Oh yeah. But what I'm saying is it'll help regulate your sugar as well, to where you won't need.
I'm already on, but I'm on medication, so I'm not messing with any of that because it's more than just my, you know what I'm saying? So.
Well, I'm just saying, don't knock it.
I'm not. I'm not saying that I'm not knocking it. Okay, come on. I need to. Why? I'm trying to figure this out. I got to figure out why I'm not seeing.
There we go.
Oh, I think I know why. Background. Upload. Why am I not? Because what should be happening is. Why am I not?
I'll tell you what's happening. I'm wasting arcane.
This is why I got to get my. This is why I got to get my own the avatar done here because it's frustrating. This PNG software is kind of very frustrating to use.
I bet, my dude.
Because I'm trying to like I'm trying to use like the okay, so that's the official camera. Why do I not have transparency?
Nice.
Okay. Display capture. No, that's not it. Application, image, slideshow.
That freaking works. Hit him with that shield right when he goes to lunge at me to stab me.
Okay. So, settings. Yeah, so much fun. Because I'm trying to make it where I'm trying to make it where I can like my back has to be transparent so that way I can.
No, I get it, dude. like I said, I'm playing Elden Ring, so you already know how I'm like. Like the best way I can put it, like you know how high stress this game can be.
Yeah. There's my avatar.
Ooh. Come on. Really?
Why are you not working? There used to be a setting where like I would put it in like transparency mode and like it would but it's just not giving me the option. Well, that sucks because I want to be able to put my character over the thing. I mean, the only other way I could do this, of course, is changing the size of. But I don't want to do that because my character is supposed to be transparent. It's supposed to be showing. So, man, being yeah, being
Difficult?
yeah, it's being difficult, but not knowing this stuff is frustrating. And usually I can pick up this stuff very quickly, but I don't know why it's like. And once again, when you're not streaming for a certain amount of time, it kind of.
No, I get that, my dude. I get that. Like I said, uh, to be fair, I'm also trying to. Where is it? Right over here. Still kind of a bit salty. I got taken down in the most bull essy of ways.
Yeah.
I got like literally two of them were like, "Oh, by the way, we're gonna keep hitting you, but we're gonna like stagger our hits just enough to where we actually can get you perfectly." And like,
All right.
oh, now I got three of them. Come on, Lane. That's for you. That's what you get. Now, you don't have a shield guy to keep you protected anymore. Douche.
Why can't my character? What is going on? They changed something.
Eh. I just need 700 more. Oh,
All right. Let's see here.
all right. Let me take this guy out first. I don't want him calling in douchebags.
Oh man, it's. I hate doing this crap.
But
Maybe if I shrink down. Let's do this.
Oh man.
Let's see, does it update? So yeah, so the thing I will say that I think that what they did was kind of idiotic in my opinion. Honestly, I would not have made them 3 movies. I would have condensed. I would have made them 2 movies, in my opinion.
Just two
Uh,
really long ones.
2 really long ones. Yep. But DC has this thing where they don't like to go over 90 minutes on their stuff.
With their, it's because Warner Brothers, all right, has this. Okay, Warner Brothers' biggest freaking enemy is Warner Brothers.
That this is true.
Like, how many more? I mean, not how many more. How much more money would they have managed to make as a studio with, for instance, the DC movies, if one, every time there was a misstep, they didn't immediately fire whoever was in charge of their movies? And that's literally what they did.
Yeah, yeah, I would agree.
Like, if instead of, oh, well, we're not really having a unified vision of what we want to do, it's, well, this movie didn't work, but we're also trying to do world building and this, that, and the other. Let's, instead of being greedy and upset that we didn't get the $1 billion movie that we wanted, instead let's world build and get the $1 million movie later.
Right.
And that's the thing that Warner Brothers never understood. The reason those early Marvel movies did not make billions and billions of dollars. No, those early Marvel movies made several hundred million, and then once they became a cultural phenomenon, then they started making the big bucks.
Right.
But
It wasn't until Avengers they made that money.
And because Warner Brothers wasn't wanting to play the long game, they were wanting to play they wanted to play the get rich quick scheme. It's the only other way I can describe it. Like, instead of, hey, let's be smart about this and not cut our nose off to spite our face, all right, let's stay the course, lads. We'll have some missteps, but we'll get there eventually. Type deal.
Right. Right.
Like, it's something that I've been kind of really thinking about, and it's one of the things I tend to stress when I can on my streams. Mindset dictates attitude and outcome.
Yeah.
Like, if you have this mindset that you're like not gonna make it, or you're not gonna do this, or you're not gonna do that, well, mother trucker, guess what happens?
Ah.
You're not successful. But the minute you actually start being like, oh, I got this. Like, minute you change your mindset to be more conducive to what you're trying to do, well, what do you know?
Well, balls. Dude, I'll tell you what. Some of these Metroidvanias are hard, dude.
Oh yeah. Wait, are you supposed to be streaming it? Oh, they're okay. For you haven't been streaming at all, so I'm like, what? But no, you're streaming. Like, well, but why don't you think I have the patience to play through a Souls like? I'm about to try my luck at another, like, one of the Tarnished, okay? I'm probably about to get fucked up.
Hey.
Sorry. I got...
Ah! Gotta watch your language there, brah.
I know. Just because I get a little too in my game don't mean nothing. Not an excuse. Hey, wait. I went almost a whole hour. That's good for me.
Look, I know you get excited and stuff like that, so. All right, let's see here. I gotta smoke a weed. Ah! Gotta be careful.
Alright, I need a quicker shield.
This stupid thing wants to come in and attack me. Ah!
Oh, if I'd only gotten a drink in real quick. I think I might be able to actually take this thing out. It may take me a few tries, but I think I can actually do it. Just because I've been putting a lot of my points into my actual strength.
I've been watching a lot of people play Elden Ring. There was one of my favorite VTubers I watch, Berry Creep. She was doing she's doing the OTK challenge, and she's actually trying to get onto the thing. Well, she did. She actually went in. I guess this one lady you have to fight, and she did this thing, and it basically like she one shot at it.
Oh, nice.
I was like, wow. I'm like, that. How do you do something that awesome? Like,
You find the right equipment. You got, in order to get some of the equipment, you got to like actually fight the tarnished. Like I've been just working on building myself up to be able to take on tarnished.
mm-hmm.
Right? I've just been out running around, taking out the little guys, working on getting strength up. I get better gear, things like that. Oh. Hmm. Those also had more weight.
Yeah.
All I have those. Man, if I could ditch like some of my equipment load, all right?
Uh-huh.
I could get. I just got to get it under 50 pounds, and I'd be all right. And it would seriously up a lot of my resistances. But problem is, right now I'm so overloaded. Let me see what I can do to like.
Do I have
Oh, okay.
inventory? Let's see here. So yeah, going on to the next topic here. So as I said here, Josh Howard, who's of course a friend of our channel and stuff like that, sent me the copy of Dead at 17, which is his series that he's been working on for the last 20 some years, and so I was a backer, so this is not something that uh, that I got an advanced copy or anything like that. It is this one
You
that
totally got an advanced copy.
yeah, sure, yeah. But anyhow, yeah. So just to let people know transparency and stuff like that. Because
Oh yeah.
we all about the transparency here.
Nope, not at
So
all. Ugh. I'm being ornery. Let me be ornery. You know I'm always ornery.
yeah, you can be a jerk.
I'm a lovable asshole.
Ah,
Yeah.
oh, shoot, I'm trapped behind the thing here. I can't.
Oh,
Darn it.
nice. Hey, bro. All right. So for tonight's dining pleasure, right? A freaking big old chuck steak, beef chuck steak.
Nice.
Oh, dude, I almost I was struggling this morning to get my breakfast down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to be frying that up, like talking to you, frying that up, give me some food in my belly because I need to. I still need to do that too. I'm trying to get most of the exercise in before I went to work, but I forgot to do some of my push-ups. I had to do a specific type of push-up.
Yeah, I gotta, as I was saying to, dang it. I was watching last night, I was in, Lady Sarah Learia's chat, and, I was talking with her, we were talking, and I was like, I gotta get myself to the gym. I got to get myself to the gym.
My dude, to be fair though, you also didn't have the same, I guess you could say, I want to phrase this right. I've always been a bit of a health nut, all right? And only reason why I got so bad and so out of shape is because I was never in the sense of being fit in the sense of having muscle and whatnot, but I was always slender and trying to keep my weight down and more I guess you could say somewhat cardio based with martial arts, things like that. But for me, I guess it's determined. I'm not coming into my 40s in bad shape, and I'm not gonna lie, dude. Part of what motivated me was you having your health problems and so on and so forth. It really made me sit down and think about, what I need to do to get my health in better shape. And then you have, for instance, I guess you could say just I've seen too many people who, because they didn't take their health seriously, they just ended up in bad shape. They couldn't figure out why their health was getting worse and worse. And all I'm sitting here doing is maybe if you actually did something health wise, stop eating junk food and so on and so forth.
I mean, junk food isn't always bad. It's really all about portion control.
Oh yeah, no. Don't get me wrong. I'm supposed to not be having sugar on this diet, you know what I mean? But I have a cookie jar full of cookies that I'm still trying to go through.
Yeah, I get you.
Dude. Oh no! I got
flying
the
pig.
rest of my snacks. I got the fuck out of here.
Hey.
Sorry, I did it again. Sorry. But point I'm making, I got the rest of my snacks out of here. I loaded them all up into a box and took them over to Kira's and Doug's.
I mean, I have my potato chips that I snack on. So.
And that's my thing, dude. I'm not that type of guy, though. I'm tired of being that type of guy. I used to be really health conscious, and I would say if you're to get snacks, I would say that snacks to get would be Chex Mix, things like that, because that's a bit healthier for you than.
It's still bad for you.
Yes, but it's not as bad as, say, potato chips because of all the grease and the oils in them.
Well, it's all depending what chips you're eating.
True. I'm a big bake kind of guy, personally. but I can't even have that on this diet because potato chips, like any type of potato, is forbidden.
Well, it's all carb. It's all straight carbs.
Yep. And let's be honest, I'm trying to stop having a lot of that extra going into my body.
Sorry, I did. I died it.
I'm getting, like I said, push-ups in real quick.
All right, we're gonna swap out games here. We're gonna go to.
Right.
We are.
But to be fair, like that's also why, I guess you could say, I'm like, you can tell in like even my videos, my skin looks a lot healthier and whatnot because I've been over the past few years. Because I stopped doing a lot of things like eating excessive junk. Well, last few months working at a grocery store, like I'll say last like 4 months, 5 maybe tops, I've gotten really bad about snacks. Almost like when they moved me to the floor permanently, I was like, ooh, I want this. Ooh, that looks good too. Ooh, what about this? You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So how does that look on there on the stream?
Did you check? You are good to go.
All right. Good. All right. Let's move my character dude over a little bit. Put him over here just a little bit. Yeah. I'm playing me some Shin Megami Tensei Vengeance.
Dude, so here's one for you. What? Role models, okay? I was going to. Still being too distracting when I'm trying to play art. And we all know dinos don't play on that game. But you ever notice that Paul Rudd is so ungrateful at the beginning of that movie?
Beginning of which movie?
Role models?
I'd never seen the movie. Ah, man, it didn't save my.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm in a bit of a pickle here because it did not save my game from my Steam Deck. I've got to I gotta end it. I gotta fire up the deck real quick to get it. Yeah, that's one of the frustrating things is the Steam Deck will like to get itself out of sync. And then when I go to play my game on the computer, of course everything's out of whack.
I get that. But no. Basically, role models though, dude. All right. Paul Rudd, Sean William Scott, freaking Katherine Heigl, I think is her name.
Heigl?
No. Who's the chick in Zack and Miri Make a Porno?
I don't know. Never saw it.
But Christopher Mintz-Plaza, when he was still, like, I think it's 13, 14 in this movie. But it was a real funny movie. It was a real funny movie. I just was watching it the other day because I got it on Blu-ray finally. And I was like, man, Paul Rudd has such a just crap attitude.
Crap.
Still not hot yet.
Alright, I gotta...
Like, we're talking Paul Rudd, like, alright. He's got a steady, stable job that's pretty good and obviously pays him a good amount, right?
Uh-huh.
Steady girlfriend, that, he could pop the question, get married at any time, okay? What he doesn't realize is the guy that he works with is actually his best friend who's there with, and got his back at every point in turn, whether he, wants it or not. And he's been at his job for 10 years, and, like, this is a bit spoiler, like, the whole start of the movie. And he's just so ungrateful for the party that his coworkers, threw him because he's not where he wanted to be at this point in his life. Well, what if you've been okay? Whose fault is that? Is the people around you's fault, or is it yours? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like,
I think the context would be better if I actually
watched it.
Yeah. All right, come on, Steam Deck. Yeah, I had I for some reason why my deck didn't sync up, so I gotta restart it so that way.
I'm taking a quick moment and cleaning my frying pan from where I made my steak this morning. So I can make another steak. Woohoo!
Come on, Deck. I hate when my Steam Deck does this.
Oh,
what it's so.
Wait, I'm going to be trying to go see the Deadpool and Wolverine Friday.
Oh, yeah, I boycott movies. You know that. I don't go to the movie theaters.
Oh no, I would be same boat as you if the local theater that's been open since the 40s that I wholly support wasn't going to have the movie. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's just, you know me, I don't support the movie theaters. It's too expensive.
Oh, I don't blame you. But the biggest movie days here. Like I said, I'm only really going to go see it. Okay, if the Vasca didn't have it, I wasn't going to go see it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yep. All right. Okay. Now.
Like, it's finally a movie to watch there that I want to see.
My only issue that I have, with the movie, with seeing it, like, I think that I mean, I know they're doing this for the fan thing, which I'm okay with. I'm cool with. I don't have a problem. I like. It's just that I thought Hugh Jackman even said like he wasn't going to play any more Wolverine and stuff like that. And now he's kind of going back on that.
Disney, they've gone back on a lot of things.
Yeah, I know, and I know he's doing it for he's doing this because he won, because of Ryan Reynolds.
Well, also, do not forget, he said when he signed up to do Logan and signed up to have it be that's when they kill him, that if they had at that time a deal with Disney for him to play Wolverine in the MCU, he would not have. They wouldn't have killed Wolverine. So it's basically he wanted to keep playing it, but he was also trying to step out too. and he knew if a Disney Wolverine deal was on the table, he wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, but I mean, I liked Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Like, I'll be honest with you, I couldn't see anybody else playing the role. It's just one of those things. Like, I can't see anybody else playing Deadpool. Like like there comes a time, we were talking about the other night. I was watching somebody. We were talking about like iconic lines from movies. For instance, like Al Pacino's line where he in The Devil's Advocate. Where he just he gives that soliloquy about God and stuff like that. It's like and there's this guy that's actually trying to give the line. I was like, I mean, it was okay, but it's like there was nowhere on the level what Al Pacino did, because it's Al Pacino. You know what I mean? It's like
The thing you gotta remember about Al Pacino,
yeah,
he's got a certain gravitas that when you see the man, he's just kind of all over the place, but at the same time very focused and in your face. And I think I've gotten fairly decent at my Al Pacino.
So it's like so there is. Ah man, so looks like it. So looks like it did screw the pooch. So my save got screwed to pooch. Dang it! Because I already did this part here. So my save did not save. Dang it. This is the only thing I have an issue with the Steam Deck, with the cloud saves.
Hold on.
Alright. Alright, so. Alright. Skill. Okay, now. Let's go back here. Items. I know you're not really an RPG fan.
A what fan?
RPG fan.
So you're talking to the guy who literally, out of all the PS4 games I have, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 PS4 games, all right? 4 out of those 9 are Final Fantasies.
Okay. Yeah, but you're not playing stuff like Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. You're not playing those are normie versions of RPGs. What you're not playing Tales of Arise and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean?
Actually, have on the Steam Deck right now installed Tales of Symphonia.
Okay. I did. All right. Look,
Like, I like my old school JRPGs and whatnot. I was never a fan of that type of RPG.
What that I'm playing right now?
Yeah, like there was so many other types of, like, they never did just the word standard JRPG. They always did so much other ish that I did not ask for. And it's like, okay, y'all can have fun with that. I'm just gonna be over here doing the thing.
But did you know this series started the collector thing that Pokemon does?
Oh. No, I did not.
Shin Megami, it was out well before Pokemon was. Boom. All right, now I get to turn in my mission.
All right.
All right. All right.
Oh yeah, so I can just go ahead and
Shiggies.
sell my spare one of that. Sell
Yeah,
that.
the original, the original Shin Megami was out well before Pokemon was. So
I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying I never really like. I was never into those, to be honest. Just like I said, it's like take for instance, what's the name of the game? Trying to give me a second. My brain went keep, and I'm trying to get it back up. Back away from that. Desgia, I think it is.
what's that?
I think Desgia was one of those where that also
Disgaea?
gave like yes. I've only seen it red, okay?
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, Disgaea, which is a tactical RPG.
Where I went and played the later ones were kind of more standard RPG-ish, and then I went back to the previous one. Like
Now,
the first one.
no, all of Disgaea was tactical. Every one of them. They were always tactical. There was a couple spin-offs that were not, but the mainline series was always
Maybe that's why I was thrown for a loop because I was playing a lot of the. Yeah, you get the idea.
yeah. All right, let's see
Uh,
here. Demon Continuum, register, boom. Skill info.
okay.
Register all.
I'm in the process of trying to upgrade my armaments.
Yes, we're gonna
Alright.
okay, and now we're gonna do a demon fuse. Yeah, so Neo approached me the other day, or a few weeks, last month, and so I offered to, look over his script and stuff like that for his comic. Looks really good. Um, but he needs a letterer, and I said, well, I couldn't do it at that time because I was in the middle of
Moving.
moving and stuff like that. I said, well, as long as if you can hold off, I said I could do it, at this time. And he's like, well, I don't know. I was like, well, okay, let's see here. What day?
Well, hopefully y'all are able to work something out because let's just be honest, it's one of those you're moving when you move. Like you can't really control that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right, where the
Let
f- is that one? I almost was like, where the truck? Except not the sunset version of it.
Okay. In party, Mad Gasser, in party, Dormant. Okay, yeah, we'll fuse her. Critical wave. Yes. All right, let's dump him.
Basically, me right now. Let's try this again.
Bahamut, Oso.
But this time with a double upgraded sword.
Okay, so I'm too low of a level to get those guys to get Raptor. So yeah, so going back to Josh's Dead at 17 new issue of Kill Day. So the nice thing I really liked was, like it was kind of like a nice good overview of what was happening and stuff like that, remember, I don't know if you were on the last interview I did with him. He was talking about how it was not going to be like a new, like a direct remaster or anything like that. There's actually like a scene that she's like when she dies, there's a scene where you see all the different versions of Nara. From his book and movie, his show and stuff like that, which was really cool. But the ending was what threw me for a loop. I was not expecting that. So
Oh,
so I really like that Josh did that. That he did that twist of the ending, which was really cool. So okay, so that's the I need that is the snow. Uh, I can't get him yet because I gotta find the other. I gotta find the black. I gotta find the. I gotta find him, but I can't get him until I get to the one area. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see here. I need to check party. Do I have a space? Yes, I do. Okay, so I can get Lim. So yeah, so it was really good. I'm looking forward to see where Josh goes with this, and stuff like that. I know I want to start. I'm thinking about maybe on screen we might start doing reading like comics and stuff like that. I was thinking about doing that.
oh yeah, dude. I got plenty of stuff that. Like, oh come on.
I think that would be a little bit more like for me, as my channel, that would be something very unique that we could do. So that I could do at least. I do gaming and reading some comics and stuff like that. Be kind of cool. Oh man. I gotta get. Still gotta get a shower because I gotta get ready for church tomorrow. So pastors on the Book of Revelation right now. All right. We'll probably go till about 10. We'll probably go at 10 o'clock till 10.
So 9 my time.
Yep.
No worries. I just got my steak off the stove.
Yeah, here we go. Haha.
Mmm.
King Boo.
Bro. But yeah, like, so this diet, you cut out, like, okay.
Oh, that's right. I can't do this mission yet.
But you cut out vegetable oils, seed oils, things like that.
Yep.
Like, I'm just eating, like, what I use to cook my meat is straight butter.
No.
Real butter.
Yep. Butter dog. Butter dog. Butter dog.
All right. I'm gonna have to start making my own just to make sure I get pure butter. If that makes sense.
Yep. Butter dog.
Dude.
Yeah, hey, have you gotten a chance to read anything on the bridge stuff yet?
Other than the fact that the guy that owned the bridge was the same guy that owned the World Trade Center.
No. Bridge. It's part of the DEI crap.
Nope. But
oh yeah, dude. You got. I highly recommend it. Got to watch it.
Dude, I will say this though. Like since we're touching, we're crop dusting on the subject. I watched Trump's speech at the RNC the other night.
Yeah, I watched. I didn't watch it, so I'm just amazed at what timeline we're living in right now.
Right? Dude! Dude!
I'm like, yeah. What is this timeline?
Well,
So,
dude, honestly, what's funny about that to me is everyone knew it was going to happen. Sooner or later.
yeah, at some point.
And, like, the fact that the man's inability to stay on script is what saved his life.
Yeah. I will say, part of me thinks the whole thing is sus. Um, we could definitely know that the guy was not a fan of any politician.
Mm.
And we know that it doesn't matter how you register. You know,
Well, the point I tend to make when people bring that up, I bring up how earlier in the year to get frickin' Haley the primary, or to the primary, all right? Or I mean, general, sorry. Remember, they were saying, register R, vote Haley.
yeah,
Then switch to Democrat in the general and vote Biden. That was the plan. Like, and so, and oh, and let's be honest.
Who am I fighting? Who am I fighting? Who am I fighting?
Like, nothing went according to plan.
Yeah, it is definitely a weird timeline. I'm not the biggest Trump fan at all. But we got I saw the whole thing with Hulk Hogan. It's like, wow, really? Yeah,
Oh, don't act like you weren't happy to see him like that is pure Hulk Hogan, like 80s Hulk Hogan energy right there.
it was just funny. I just found it funny.
Like, dude. But I'm not gonna lie. Me sitting there like, okay, cool, Trump's coming out to speak, right? I'm tired. You know it's generally past my bedtime by that time, right? Man, I finally just switched to the freaking speech to my phone. Went to bed, and then right when I crawl in bed, finally, right? Trump wrapped up the speech. I'm like, you mother trucker, go figure. The second I decide, screw it, I'm just gonna go to bed. You decide you're gonna wrap your speech up.
Oh man, okay. Well, it doesn't look like those are gonna work. Item skill. We're gonna lower
Bro,
rank.
I do have to say though, my dude, yeah, out of all the diets you could be on, a diet that's entirely you eat meat, I can handle that.
Skill. Okay. Musa. Alrighty.
To be fair, if I wasn't also trying to work out, though, it'd be completely pointless. Like,
Alright, let's change out. I need who has wind. I need some wind boots.
I knew a dude back in the day that was like 350 pounds, right? And he was like, "I'm gonna do the carnivore diet, just eat meat and la da 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 da," right?
Okay.
Well, only thing is though, he never did the other half of that. Like, you can't go on the carnivore diet and not be working out because yes, you still need a lot of protein, like in your regular everyday life. All that like protein and whatnot, though, ain't gonna help you lose weight. Like,
because if you're not, your body's gonna just put it right back into into your system.
Into your fat stores.
Yep. Well, which is why you drink the water, because what happens is the water helps. The water helps, to dilute your, basically your fat cells.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, dude, like I said, I'm sitting here right now. I'm eating like my steak for dinner, and what am I using as my drink? Water. I need to pull my mug out of the microwave. I just realized I left it in there.
All right.
I see you, buddy. Don't worry, I'm not gonna forget you and your sister.
Charles.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, since we moved to the new place, we kind of got adopted by some new kitties.
I get it, dude. Hey, what's funny is these two, I think, are slowly starting to really warm up to each other. They just don't want to show it when I'm around. Ugh. Tell you what, I will say though, like, bro, I'm working on some shit. I'm working on a lot of things. One of the things I'm working on.
Working on the building. It's a true foundation.
No, dude.
Crap! It got me.
Let's just say I'm about. I want to start a second channel. Okay. But this one is not going to be for anything just straight with me, you know what I mean? And guess what I want it to make it be?
What?
Or what it's going to be. I'll tell you this much. It's going to be a podcast of me and my friends who are almost all exclusively trolls in one way, shape, or form. So you know the jokes will fly. Like, I gotta get the spare bedroom, like, okay, I did the first step, alright? Anyone who knows ADHD, autists know this first step when I mention it. I opened the door.
Alright, so...
And I know that sounds funny, but literally that's what I did. I actually opened the door to remind me that that room exists. Dude! And this is exactly why if I ever got rich, I would never make myself, or buy myself, I should say, not make myself, but get myself a big multi-bedroom mansion. What would I do with it? I'd forget that half of the rooms exist 90% of the time. You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm fine with what I have, where I live. I'd have my own place, of course, but I don't need something overtly big. I would have like I want to have I want a house with a full basement that I can make into a movie room.
Yeah.
And that would be the same room that I would do. Like I would have my like working from home, and that would be there. But I don't need anything like majorly, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't either. Like, dude, you gotta figure, for me, I'm kind of like, when I move out of this house, yes. But that's so I can turn this house into a resource, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, try to actually turn it into a source of income for me and my parents that we don't have to really do too much work with, because we've already put in the work and everything's new. And since I'm planning on keeping the house with the panel walls and so on and so forth. It's
Mm-hmm.
like I think it'll be straight there. And most I would do is buy myself a house similar to this, small, just big enough for me right now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't need 50 million things. I wouldn't need like my living room would be my movie area. Like right now, I got, of course, my projector set mounted to the ceiling. Though I'm thinking about getting me a better one though, because I've been looking into higher refresh rate ones. Because while this one is 1080p, it's only got a refresh rate of like 27 hertz, I think.
Probably it's 29, because generally.
But it's not really that great. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So gaming on it just sucks. And I will say this, so I picked up at my buddy's shop. I don't know how accurate it is. Don't know who made it. I'm still trying to look to see or how well done it was. But the Bible miniseries.
Nice.
We're talking unopened on Blu-ray. I'm planning on watching this. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I just got it a couple days ago, though. Ugh.
Is it the animated one or the live action one?
Live action. 10 episodes.
Alrighty.
Here's one for you, though, dude. Did you know our teeth are actually kind of gritty?
The what?
Our teeth. They're not actually smooth. There's a little bit of a grit to them. I know this because since I've been on the carnivore diet and I'm not putting all that extra stuff in me, I literally that's one of the things I've noticed the last couple days has been driving me nuts. As to what it's been. And then I realized, wait, think about how much stuff is normally on your teeth from the food you eat that are just practically impossible half the time to get off.
Mm-hmm.
And now think when you brush your teeth several times without adding that stuff back on. I think that's what I literally did. Because I'm not adding all that junk back into my diet, it's allowing even my teeth to actually be healthier. Also, I forgot to mention this. I'm actually getting all the ones that need to be pulled finally pulled.
Nice. That's good. That is good. Okay. Now, where is...
Well, they're talking about even starting to set me up for basically because of how as bad as it sounds, it's not to be full dentures because I got majority of my teeth still, but the partial dentures, if you know what I mean.
That's what I have. I have a partial.
Yeah.
I have a partial too. Okay. Oh, Nekomata! Yeehaw! This is my other waifu right here, man. I love Nekomata.
Yeah.
She's
I don't have any waifus.
I got
I
a
don't.
bunch. I got a bunch of waifus.
I don't. I look at it. It's so weird. I think I've reached a point in my life where I just don't see the point. It's just silly to me.
Yeah,
They're
it's
fictional women.
yeah, it's fun, dude.
To be fair, bro, I'll admit, since I've been trying to get my act together in a lot of ways, I've kind of become a bit of a wet blanket because I'm not as. I spend most of my time like if I wasn't chilling with you, I probably wouldn't be playing Elden Ring right now. I'd probably already be like, all right, let me work on my art. Let me do something else. Like like I generally keep myself busy all day. Like video games are not a priority on the list anymore.
I don't play too often either. During the week, I just stream stuff. Like I'm watching stuff. But yeah, I don't myself. I don't.
Like,
I guess I'm gonna have to go back here. Trying to think here.
all right, I'm picking up some tricks.
So you going to church tomorrow?
Um,
You go today.
I in both cases actually didn't get a chance to go because I'm not going to go to mass if I don't do confession.
You can go to
You know,
mass without confession.
no confessing, no Eucharist, and I want to actually be able to get the proper experience. And by the time I got out of like mass starts at 4:30, I got out of work at 4:30.
Ah, okay. You guys do the Eucharist every day, every mass.
Yes, it is. But what can I say, dude? I just got stuck on the ground. But the best way to describe it, dude, I try not to make a mockery of my faith when it comes to that. That is something that we all should take very seriously. And like, I'm not saying you got to remember every sin. I'm not saying you got to, when going to confession, got to sit there and divulge all your dirty secrets about it. Just no. Are you trying to get better? Do you want to stop being okay? So let's say if you're cheating on your wife, you can just simply say adultery. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And seek guidance on how to stop being so adulterous. Yes, but I feel like confession should be about one, of course, confessing your sins, but also getting guidance from your priest about how to stop being so sinful.
Confession should be about confessing your sins to God and how you violated His law. That's what
But who better to help get you away from your sinful ways than a priest?
You know my view on that. A simple priest is yeah. I'll keep that part to myself. You know, you know, you're not supposed to confess anything except to Christ. But you know, interesting. So that is where
All right.
leads me back to there. Interesting.
I completely forget to use those things, and I just remember to use them at the right time.
Gotta use them at the right time. Right time. Come on, I want to fight this King Frost so I can get my.
Basically, it's a summon that allows me to summon
There we go. Now I can fight him.
wolves.
Now I can fight him. He's going down. Fire shard him.
Oh, he switches to a hammer once you start kicking his backside. I got him about halfway done, man.
Fire shard. Agalello. Well, you are not
I mean,
going to do anything, so I'm going to have to change you out. I need fire.
That's funny. Yeah.
Who's got...
Wait. You noticed something, right? We're both playing two different types of RPGs. I'm playing the brutally like you are beating, get good scrub type deal RPG, and you're playing like how tough is one of those? I never actually.
How tough is one of these?
Yeah.
It takes a lot of strategy, brah. A lot of strategy. Okay, now I'm gonna have to trigger Magasushi. Okay, skill. We're gonna go.
Get him.
We're gonna low his attack down. We're gonna go to skill. Marjuka.
Oh no! Ah, still got me.
I'm gonna hold off on that one for now. Go to Agala. Yeah, so the way these games work is it's really exploiting you gotta really exploit the weaknesses. Ah! Correct.
Oh yeah.
What? He got 5 moves off? What the heck is that crap? So I know why he got 5 moves off. It's because of skill. I need to. Skill. We're gonna go to Darunda. I should have blocked. Should have put on the block ice. I mean, skill. I gotta change, and I need to.
Oh, that's why.
Okay, so Bahamut isn't gonna do me any good there. Slim's not gonna do me any good. I mean, Darmoth might be able to give me. What does Makabe get? Okay, nope. He's not gonna change. All right, let's go. We're gonna summon Dormuth. Skill. Skill. I got a poison off on him. Oh no, he's
I know that's.
He hit me with a King Bahola. All right, that's it. I'm gonna have to. I got a critical.
I get it, but I'm out here.
I got a critical. Got a critical everything. Skill. Agalelo.
Come on. Shit, these guys are.
Skill.
Cake now! So cake!
Skill. Beetle sword. Okay. That's not too bad. Alright, after this fight, then it's going to be time to wrap up.
No worries.
So.
I do, like, I don't got to work until 11 tomorrow. That's a nice thing. It's only going to be a half day, too, so that'd be nicer.
We're going to throw a fire shard at him. And we're going to use Agalello. No, I got this. My character pwned. Ah! I'm down to 2. No.
You got this. You got this. I believe in you.
All right, I'm gonna have to Soma. Chakra, muscle drink. Skill.
Yeah, I don't know how many are left. I think I've killed almost all of them. I went from struggling with these guys to, yeah, y'all can just die now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, Parvati's got. I got to pull her in for the heals.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I was hunting them earlier, but now it's just gotten to the point where it's pure sadness. Which kind of makes me wonder if I can now finally take on the dude at the start. Like the first tainted you're supposed to fight. I haven't even tried to take him down since I've upgraded yet.
King Bafula went down.
Nice! You pulled it off, my dude!
Yep.
Nice. More that I can sell. Because I think what I need to do is upgrade my equipment, and I think that'll really help me too.
All right.
I have upgraded my sword.
Sal needs to come back in.
Not anymore.
Parvati's moving there. We're gonna do skill.
I don't know. Just taking those guys out gave me 1,000. I really gotta know now. I really gotta know now. Because we're talking. This dude has been spanking me and spanking me and spanking me every chance it gets. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Not anymore. I'm about to get right there. I'm about to hopefully take this dude out.
All right, now. Ah! All right, let's do a save here. Alrighty, we're gonna wrap her up because it is almost 10 o'clock. So,
Right.
I've got a system, and I'm gonna go to my title. Yeah, it did do. You know, the thing is, partly why I didn't want to do the reading of the new issue of Josh's book comic is I don't want to give spoilers away. You know me. I want people to go.
Right.
I want people to go out and buy it
And actually get the experience for themselves.
yeah.
No, I get that.
But I will definitely show real quick. Just show some art off here real quick. It
Oh,
is, you know,
but
it is pretty good. So, did my stream die?
I'm finally down, but I was
Okay.
taking down Dream Sentinel.
Let's see if it
Oh.
see if it shows there on that side. If not, I'll have to shrink down the thing again.
Get. Yeah, buddy, that's you, player. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like it didn't do it. Dang it. All right.
Oh.
Oh well. It is what it is. All right. So Bob, we're gonna wrap up here, sir. Where can people follow you?
As always, you can find me right here on YouTube at my channel, A Nerd and Over 30. You can follow me just about everywhere but the Twatters at Nerd and Over 30. At the Twatters, you find me there at Brainiac420. And like I mentioned earlier, I do a live stream every day, live at 5, while at the same time doing shorts that I post to my channel at 6 and noon. All times are central, so I hope to see you folks there. Come hang out and enjoy some trolliness.
All right, and as always, guys, you can follow me on all my social medias at Volt Chaos VT. Hopefully, we're gonna be working on some more streams here. Gonna try to maybe stream maybe an hour during the week, once a night, or every other night or something. I'll figure something out. But thank you guys for coming. If you guys are watching this later, thanks for watching and chilling while we do some chatting and stuff like that. So you guys all have a great night, and we'll check you later.